Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Christy, and I'm going to be guiding you through a short yoga practice. So we're gonna practice for about 15 minutes. It's gonna be really relaxing. We're staying on our mat. We're not gonna be doing any standing postures. So this is really good if your muscles just need a good stretch, if you just want a few minutes for yourself to relax, to unwind. Again, no experience necessary, just do what you can. I'll provide some modifications, have some water handy, and the biggest thing I can tell you is let go of any judgment towards yourself, towards your body, your mind, your breath, anything. Just let all of that go and dedicate the next 15 minutes to your body and your mind. So you can start either laying down or sitting up. If you are sitting up, you want to sit up nice and tall. Try to lift up through the spine, drawing the crown of the head towards the ceiling. If you're laying down, you're just going to lay down in a really nice, comfortable position where you're able to relax and just start to close your eyes. And for the next few moments, just begin to bring your awareness to your breath. I don't want you to change the way that you're breathing, just the natural rhythm of your breath. Just begin to notice the rise and fall of your chest and your belly with each inhale and each exhale. And with your next few exhales, see if you can allow yourself to deepen, whether you're laying down, see if you can sink a little bit further into the mat. And if you're sitting, see if you can get your sit bones to sink down a little bit further. Let your shoulders soften. Allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. And just release the biting surfaces of your teeth, relaxing your jaw. And soften the space between your eyebrows. And we're going to start our yoga breath now. So our yoga breath, we breathe in and out through the nose. So in through the nose. Feel your belly rise and exhale through the nose also. Try to breathe through the belly, so as you breathe in, feel your belly start to blow up like a balloon. And then exhale, let your chest go, and then your belly will deflate last. So our breath is a very important part of our meditation practice. So we're going to try just a 1-minute meditation, and all I want you to do is to just count your breath. Breathe in for 5, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's breathe out for 7, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. So the next 3 breaths I want you to do all on your own, breathing in through the nose for 5 seconds and out through the nose for 7. You can count out loud or you can count in your head. We're just going to start to train our brain to just focus on the breath. Good, and we'll begin to just draw our awareness back to the present. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists, and if you're laying down, you can start to circle your ankles, just starting to get some gentle movement back into our body. Very softly start to open your eyes, move your neck from side to side. Good, so if you're laying down, you're going to stay there. If you're sitting, we're going to come all the way down to our mats. First, we're just going to give our hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. So first things first, shoulders nice and soft. Try not to tense those up. And then second, you're going to tilt your pelvis down so that your hips are nicely rooted into the mat. And we'll start by extending that right leg all the way down. And then just letting that left leg go. So if your hamstrings are really tight, bend this right knee and have your right foot flat. You see how that makes a difference? So again, if your hamstrings are really tight, you can hold on to the back of your leg and just ease in here. So if you are a regular practice, if you regularly practice yoga or Pilates or any other exercises, maybe your hamstrings are nice and loose, which is beautiful. You're still going to get some benefit out of the stretch, but we're going to try and take it a little bit further for you. So if your hamstrings are really loose and doing this doesn't feel like much, you can release this right leg and you can start to flex your toes towards your face, pressing out through that heel. Try to keep your shoulders nice and soft and your face nice and relaxed. So we're just going to breathe here, inhaling through the nose and exhale through the nose. So keep pressing out through the heel if your body will allow you. If not, again, no judgment. We're still getting a nice, beautiful stretch here. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale. Hug that knee into your chest. Grab onto the top of your knees with both, the top of your left knee with both hands. You can interlace your fingers here. Let that right leg drop all the way down. So we're going to start to stretch our hips. So very gently, keeping both hips rooted down, start to draw this left knee into your chest. So let this left ankle just hang out. You don't want to tense that up too much. Again, face nice and tense, shoulders nice and soft. Just focus on moving with your breath. Forget about the movement here. Taking 2 breaths, and on your exhale, as you create some space in your body, see if you can draw that left knee a little bit closer. And if you can, maybe drawing that towards your left side armpit or the left side ribs. One more breath. Nice deep exhale. Again, through the nose. Beautiful. We're going to release that left foot, bending that left knee, bringing your right knee into our chest, and then extending your right leg. So moving on to the hamstring stretch for the right side. So again, if your hamstrings are really tight, you can bend this left knee, placing your left foot on the floor, or keep that left leg fully extended. That's up to you. So again, you can place your hands behind your thigh if you wish. Try to keep both hips rooted down, shoulders nice and soft. We're just going to breathe through this, and if you want to add a little bit more, again, listen to your body here. So if it feels like it's a little bit too much, then just stay here, or you can lower your leg a little bit. It's up to you. So if you want to flex that toe, flex those toes, start to press out through the heel. Again, if it's too much, then don't do this. Just enjoy the nice stretch. Good, 2 more breaths here. Okay, 1 more. Beautiful. Bring that right knee into your chest. Hug it. Let that left leg come all the way down to the floor. Again, settle those hips. Soften your shoulders. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, drawing that right knee a little bit closer if you can. Again, no judgment, no shame towards yourself, your body, especially if this is the first time you've really had movement or stretched in a little while. 1 more. Maybe this time bringing it towards your right side armpit, down those right side ribs. Good. 1 more breath. Beautiful. So we're going to make our way up to the mat. So you can bring your knees into your chest and rock and roll all the way up. And here we're going to give our hips some love. So what I want you to do is bring the soles of your feet together. So if your hips are really tight, women especially generally have tighter hips than men do. So if this does not feel good at all, you can try moving your feet farther away from you. So creating more of a diamond shape with your legs. And if you still feel a nice stretch there, then that's where I want you to stay. But I want you to come where you're first feeling that nice stretch. So discomfort is okay, but if it's painful, again, move your feet farther away from you. So sitting up nice and tall, just Try and elongate the spine, soften those shoulders. You can grab onto your feet, grab onto your ankles, grab onto your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. We're just gonna sit here for about 30 seconds, and again, just moving with your breath, trying to breathe in and out through the nose. And if you have a hard time, you're feeling distracted, you know, you saw a squirrel or your dog's barking or your kids are making noise, I want you to just focus on counting that breath. Again, 5 seconds in, 7 seconds out. And you can use this practice in daily life. Spend 5 minutes or even 1 minute every day when you get a chance to just sit and be and practice your breath and practice allowing your mind to just drift. We're going to add a little bit of a stretch for our spine here. If you'd like, what you're going to do is take a nice big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, I want you to start to round forward. So start to fold from the hips, and then you can just allow your shoulders to round forward, rounding through the spine. So again, there's nothing saying you have to reach the floor. You can keep your elbows here. Just allow your spine a little bit of time to decompress. Good, let those shoulders get nice and soft, and if your jaw is tensed up, just try and soften that again. Just allow that tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Feeling this nice stretch in your hips and then giving your back some love. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way up, and now we're going to make our way onto all fours. So we're coming into our cat-cow. So 2 poses we combine into one, really great for the back and for the hips. So you want your knees shoulder width apart, hands spread directly under your shoulders, nice and wide fingertips. We're gonna start by inhale, tilt your pelvis towards the ceiling and let your belly drop. This is our cow pose. Moving with your breath as you exhale, scoop your tailbone under, begin to arch through the back, press the floor away, head down towards your belly. This is your cat pose. Inhale, so tilting that pelvis, let that belly drop. Look up or just forward. Exhale, again, scoop your tailbone, round out through the spine, head down last. Each movement starts with the hips. One more time, inhale for your cow pose, and exhale for your cat. Good. Good, come back to a neutral spine, and we're gonna come into our child's pose. So your feet can be together or apart. You're gonna sink down towards your heels. So feet together if you have really tight hips. If your hips are a little bit loose, you can widen them. And here, this is the beauty of this pose. Just start to crawl your hands forward and rest your forehead down on the mat. So if it's more comfortable, you can rest on one ear or the other. And here, I just want you to let your body go. So move from the top of your head all the way down to your tippy toes and just start to soften every muscle and try and sink into the mat. This is a great pose. We're not going to spend a lot of time in it today because we only have 15 minutes and we're almost finished. This is a great pose if you just need to unwind. Even if it's just for 1 minute, 30 seconds. It feels so good. Normally we end our practice with a shavasana. Today it's going to be very short, but I encourage you, if you are interested in this practice, to check out a local studio. A lot of studios are reopening, or there's lots and tons of videos online for you to enjoy. So you're going to come back into your tabletop pose. From here, swing your legs out to either side. Come to rest on your bum and all the way down on your back. We'll spend 1 minute here. And again, feet apart, let your feet fall, arms by your side, palms facing up, eyes closed. And start to count that breath, inhaling for 5 seconds and exhaling for 7. We'll spend one more moment here. And here I want you to start to thank yourself, thank your body for practicing, for moving, for taking the time out for yourself. Even if it wasn't a lot, you start each day with a moment or two of gratitude, and then eventually start to build up to longer meditation practice, longer yoga practice, whatever it is that you practice for yourself. Just allow yourself some time every day to do that. And we'll start to bring some awareness back, wiggle our fingers and our toes, circling out the wrists and ankles. Rock your neck from side to side. Good, bring both knees into your chest. Let's give ourselves a nice big hug here. Shoulders dropped. And then we will make our way all the way up to a seated position. So join me in a seated position. We'll end our practice sitting up nice and tall in a comfortable position. It can be cross-legged, it doesn't have to be. Arms by your side or on your knees, just nice and comfortable. Again, relax your face. We'll inhale and sweep both arms overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center, down to prayer. The goodness, the light, the love inside of me honors that same goodness, light, and love inside all of you. Namaste, everyone.